Now, the bench shop is just a little too small, and I didn't really want to have an addition. So I thought I would build this, which is obviously overkill for a shop. But it also gave me the opportunity to try some ideas, and this building is to a great degree experimental. It allows me to try certain details in construction and actually show my clients how they hold up, because I'm a big believer in maintenance-free wood buildings to any extent. It would take an entire video just on exterior details and explanations. The building is not that large. It's a 500 square foot footprint, but the roof overhangs extend that to over 1,000 feet. So I like the fact that there's no posts, stuff can come up. It's the bracketed style. Some may recognize some train stations in this style, and it was an American style that sort of got kiboshed by the Victorian style, and so I really like that it's a North American type of architecture, unique to our country. Windows are all made here at the shop. They are all true divided light, and they all use recycled old glass. This is a 40/4. So we'll come through the temple door, which we don't normally use this, but we will this time. Oh, sorry. So here we are entering. The door is 3 inches thick, and once again, just showing some of our work. Okay, this is stave core construction, and it just shows our clients how things hold up. Okay, so now we are in what I call this is the mill shop, and in here we do big stuff. So I'll start with this. This is a Wadkin RM over under. This is a jointer, planer, and molding machine. Its capacity is 26-inch jointer and a 24-inch planer, which currently has the dust collection slid in and is capable of a 9.5-inch beam. It is also a molder, and sections of this plate here are removable, and molding knives can be placed in here up to 12 inches long and cut up to 2 inches deep. The tables slide horizontally as well as rise and fall to allow clearance of the cutter block when doing moldings. And this is a skewed knife head as well. This is one of what I call Wadkin's classic machines. These were pattern makers machines. In fact, it has the optional pattern maker's table, and this nut allows the table to tilt this way so you can plane draft angles or crooked sideways slanting material. A unique feature, only used for pattern making, but it does have uses today. Here we have a 30-inch Wadkin DR, one of the last of Wadkin designs to be made in the Greenland factories. These are cast iron C-frame saws and high speed. When I say high speed, if you're running saws today, usually are running at maximum about 45 to 5,000 surface feet per minute. This is again almost twice as fast as that, and it's a rapid cutter. It's a little getting used to at first when you try these, but you'll find that saws will appear to be running slower. That spindle I showed, all rebuilt in the office, is going in this Robinson, which is capable of 12 inches under the nut and a support bearing arm to carry the top of the spindle for massive work. And of course, we have the JTA, the 30-inch disc bobbin sander combination. The English have separate motors. They don't share motors for oscillating spindles, and these are just brilliantly constructed with internal oiling ways. It's completely encased in oil baths. This thing is in mint condition and is just fantastic at sanding massive stuff. Here we have a 15-pin Brookman dovetailer. This will do a drawer, all four sides, in less than a minute. A nice little Newton scroll, side sander. It's a nice 8-inch depth, has a rise and fall, has both oscillation controls, no oscillation controls. Table can be removed, and this actually inverted. This part can come out and become a soft pad sander, or allowed to have platens that can do custom shapes. It's a great little sander. I enjoy it. We have a small little 12-inch Widekin RZ. This one's going to replace my my 8-foot General International once I rebuilt it. Then we have the Widekin radial arm saw. This is a 32-inch crosscut. It is not really a radial arm saw in the true sense. It's a ram head. Bearings on this saw are really far apart. It's actually marketed as a straight line crosscut. Head can tilt. There's also prescribed rotational locations. Can come 60 degrees over here. It again, these are massive little spindles. This one, it will carry 4-inch wide cutter blocks under the nut to cut bird's mouth in one shot. It's an 18-inch diameter blade and is just lovely. So this is basically, there's a couple bit of a rat hole stuff back there. There's a Maca mortiser back there. There's a 15-inch Poitras table saw and an ACRA F4 milling machine, which is going to make its way out of here. But basically that's it. All the doors, these here and these here, swing out, and the milling corridors happen between here, and so that's basically it. Upstairs will be sort of a bench room, and this was just recently completed, where we have a staircase up to the second loft area, which will probably put a bench shop in this area and wood storage. We have a chain hoist that allows us to lift machines up. And sorry for the mess, but we've got a few small things up here. A nice 10-inch Ford and Smith grinder, the metal cutting speed axe bandsaw, mulberry tenon, some of my grinders.